Topaz and Numby are the amazing fire duo 5-star that brought so much more life into the follow-up attack playstyle for Honkai Star Rail. Not only do they do massive amounts of follow-up damage themselves, but can boost other characters already present in the game. Topaz and Numby have such a cool aesthetic, and being the first available IPC faction characters was perfect. And today, I got my hands on a maxed out E6 Topaz that will definitely be collecting the enemy's debt. Alright, maxed out Topaz and Numby. I already did a short talking about how amazing this character is, built with its maxed out capabilities, and I've been excited to use her for quite a while now, especially since I never ended up getting Topaz when I summoned for her before. I'll do a quick review of these stats. Once again, they have 3000 HP, almost 3000 attack, 110 speed, which I wish would be just a little bit higher there, and a really amazing crit threshold of 7185. I could only hope to have this amazing amount of crit rate and crit damage. But considering they are using her maxed out signature weapon, it does increase the crit rate by 30%, and their follow-up attack by a whopping 50%, which is crazy. Then it has another buff that will increase crit damage by 20%, stacking up to 2 times. So a really amazing damage boosting light cone. And of course, all of the traces are filled in and maxed out all the way, and the signature relic set as well: 4-piece Ash Blazing Grand Duke and 2-piece Inert Sal Soto. Perfect for a character like Topaz. This set was literally introduced after she dropped and was made specifically with her in mind. I mean, it's literally on fire for a reason. And of course, this is a maxed out character, so that means the Eidolons have been improved all the way to level 6. E1, when enemies afflicted with proof of debt receive follow-up attacks, they will enter the debtor's state. The debtor's state increases the crit damage of follow-up attacks by 25%, stacking up to 2 times, so an even more amount of crit damage boost on top of the light cone. E2, making it where Topaz gets regenerated energy a lot quicker. E4, after Numby's turn begins, Topaz gets an advance forward by 20%, which is substantial. And last but not least, E6, Numby's attack count during the Windfall Bonanza state, which is from the ultimate, increases by 1, and its fire resistance penetration increases by 10%. There's even some resistance pin on this, which is really good for her. Topaz was a very interesting character when she dropped because she actually didn't have her best in slot relic set as of yet, so she was a little underwhelming compared to how she is now. She's also very different because she's a hunt path character that does follow-up attacks, which was definitely not in the game at the time. And here's the team that I'm going to be using. This is considered her best in slot team for follow-up attacks because you have Clara, which pairs really well with her, Ting Yun for the amazing boost that she can provide to Topaz, and Lynx for the healing. This is a really solid team, and I didn't even have Clara at the time when I had summoned for Topaz, so it's good that I have her now in the future if I get Topaz. But then again, also my Clara is not built that great, so let's see if the buffs that Topaz is able to use on the other team members will actually help out my Clara. There is no physical damage weakness on Cocolia though, so we'll see how this goes. I think that Topaz and Numby are able to do a pretty decent amount of damage here. Let's see, how much did the ult boost me up? Pretty good, honestly. Numby's getting a big buff, and Cocolia is just getting beat up. Like, Numby just destroyed 1/3 of her health bar right there like it was nothing. That's pretty incredible. Oh my gosh. Yeah, oh my gosh, that does so much. Are you kidding me? The numbers might not actually look like a lot, but wow, that damage is definitely adding up to a lot. I think the buff that Numby gets here with all of the Eidolons and the other things like the light cone, it's giving a lot of damage. Oh my gosh, she's almost dead. This was extremely quick. So yeah, honestly, I didn't even need Clara here. She really didn't do anything, but Numby just destroyed Cocolia. Oh my gosh, that was so quick. Now I want to try this again, but with a more break effect heavy build to see if we can actually break the toughness bar quicker, but also it doesn't really matter because the damage that was being dealt made it where I didn't have to break the toughness once. I think what's crazy about follow-up attack teams, which I never learned, is they're really good for a lot of in-game content because they do so much damage in a small amount of turns. Like that whole last run was only like 3 turns. Considering how much damage was actually done, that's more than if I was to take another hunt type character that can just like one-shot or do a lot of damage. So let's get this buff in, and then Numby actually doing a pretty good amount. We might be able to break here in a second. Yeah, with Kafka, we definitely were. I think Kafka's follow-up attack does go pretty well, honestly, with Topaz and Numby. Actually don't want to kill. No, I did not want to kill right there. We really need to come in and heal with Lynx. Okay, no worries. Let's go ahead and get Lynx off here. I think this team is actually probably better for this specific boss fight, just because, I mean, what's Clara gonna do? There's no weakness. Then obviously I'm not gonna be proccing any follow-ups, but wow. Topaz is just able to do so much here with Numby. It's crazy. Oh my gosh, 131,000 right there. Numby is broken. But the real question is how broken. And this boss does have a physical damage weakness. So we can go ahead and bring Clara here. Not that she's probably going to be helping too much, but at least it'll boost up the follow-up attacks. I can notice that Kafka's was a little improved though. Obviously Clara and Topaz paired together so well though. So it's fun to be able to do this. And this boss has a lot of weakness here from fire, which is really cool. Wow, it's already almost down. That's crazy. If I had more skill points there, we could have probably broken through with Clara for sure. But let's see if Clara is going to be able to get boosted up here with that. Oh, a little bit. That's actually pretty good damage right there. Like for my Clara, yeah, pretty good. 55. Oh, and then Topaz on top. That's crazy. Let's go ahead and get the ult in here though for Topaz. Her energy regeneration from that E2 though does seem like it actually helps a little bit more. Like she's getting her ult almost every 2 turns. And Lynx is very helpful for making sure everybody's still alive, because in the case of Clara, she's definitely gonna need that. Even the basic attack, 28,000, okay. And come on, Topaz. Oh, 734,000. That's really good without any like major buffs. I only had 1 Tingyun buff on Topaz there. 72 that time, okay. We could honestly just kill this one off right here and get the ult. Might as well. He honestly does a really good job of getting rid of enemies. Like, forget the toughness. He does so much damage here. All right, we can get my Clara's ult now too, and then Numby's gonna come back in. 78,000 there. Okay, it is definitely going up, which is good. All right, and we'll break through here. This might actually, yeah, just kill right there and then take out the other one. Oh, it was so close to dying actually. But Clara took care of it. Nice. Let's go. All right, so let's go ahead and get all our buffs here. So I'm going to use that on the Topaz. And then we'll go ahead and use the ult. Almost 1,000,000 damage right there. Oh my gosh. Numby is broken for a follow-up attack. I just can't get over that. Wow, what can I say? Topaz and Numby are extremely broken once they're maxed out. I mean, the little Warp Trotter is just capable of dealing out so much damage, and Topaz is no slouch either. I think this is honestly my new favorite way to run that last Echo of War boss too, because it just makes it so easy. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought of this. I actually am looking forward to Topaz's rerun because I'm gonna try my chance at getting her again. Hopefully it works out that time, but because she's a really cool character and she just makes follow-up attack teams a lot more interesting, as I said, which is something that entices me to want to play them more. But yeah, that's gonna do it. I hope y'all enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.